If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. First off, I want to just say that today's video is dedicated to my teammate Fitz, a lover of both Flamvell and dragons. So I'm going to be trying out the rather unprecedented Flamvell dragon list you see before you. Of course, how are we going to bridge this divide? Obviously, with the very card that appears in my Dueling Book profile avatar, which is Decoy Dragon. A card no one has ever really played in anything because it's basically useless. It has an effect, but, like, its effect summons a level 7 or higher dragon when your opponent attacks it. But why would your opponent ever attack it? They can just read the card and be like, alright, I guess I'm not attacking that thing. I guess you could use it with Battle Mania or something, but at that point you're just playing like worse defense OTK or something. I'm not even sure. But Decoy Dragon does have a property that no other dragon has in Edison Format, I believe, which is that it is a fire monster with 200 defense. And that means we can use it with Rekindling. So we could search it off Future Fusion, we can search it off Mass Dragon, we can search it off Fire Dog if we really want, and this gives us access to some cool plays. We can use it to summon out Red Med, we can use it to make level 6 Synchro plays, which is something Flamvell kind of usually can't do, and it would definitely be nice to be able to do that because level 6s are some of the strongest Synchros in the entire format. So, I don't know, I just kind of threw this build together in like 2 seconds. I don't really understand how to play Disaster Dragons or Flamvells, but maybe I'll understand how to play them both together. So I kind of tried to combine like Fitz's builds with with the Flamvell and engine, just like 3 of all of them, and then throwing the Decoy Dragon in there, just some generic good cards. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're kind of just gonna have to find out here today. If we can do some cool plays with Decoy Dragon or not. I think we can do some stuff with it. It definitely seems like we could cook, so let's get into it. Alright, first replay. Up against Hero Beat, of course, one of the most popular decks in the entire format. We opened just an abysmal hand. I felt like I was opening abysmal hands the whole time, which might be indicative of something, but yeah. Opponent just goes Gilman. They hit into the Raikou, whatever, we mill 3. I think we just pass here. No, I set pass, okay. Here I just chain this, figure if it gets sparked, whatever. And it does get sparked, so that's that out of the way. We draw into Red Med, not too good. Opponent just uses Hero Blast here. I'm like, what are the chances they have another Spark? But they do, so that was pretty bad. They go set Phoenix Wing. At this point, I just Sark for Storm. I could have gone Few, I guess, but I just, wanted Storm in this current situation. So I think I Torrential here? Yeah. Figuring that they probably don't have Road, or they would just set everything anyway. They go for Ab-Zero. That's fine, though. We have maybe ways of dealing with this. I forget. I think we just T-set. Getting kind of greedy here. The opponent goes for a Phoenix Wing, which means we're not going to have a way to deal with this Ab-Zero for another turn, which is rather annoying. We go set. And then they attack my set monster, and then they set Dust Shoot, I think. I think that's what they do. Yeah. So we end phase Typhoon, and then on my turn we go for the Heavy Storm, and we decide to finally out this stupid Ab-Zero. Unfortunately, that does require me to commit my entire hand to the board, and things are looking pretty bad. We're just way too nagging right now, right? Opponent's got an Honest backing this up, because of course they do. We go set, bring back Red Med. They set pass, we revive a Mass Dragon, we get Torrential, then we set pass. They draw E-Call to get into that third Alias, then they activate Wing Blast, then they activate Heavy Storm, and I just concede the game, so yeah, I don't know. We were kind of just screwed from the beginning on that one. This game, though, we open the Few. Unfortunately, we also open the Decoy Dragon, so we just got to do, the standard play. But the standard play is still really good. We summon 2 Red Meds for free. Opponent's going to go Diva, but that doesn't really do it. They just make Android pass. Okay, fine. Android pass. Now we go Revive, and then we summon the Fire Dog, just hit in. I do play around Gores. No, wait, no, I don't. I think they just did the thing where they automatically took the damage. So, yeah. They definitely shouldn't have done that because I was not going to attack with that Red Med. Anyway, they're losing this game anyway, right? They got to go for Miracle here. It's the only chance. So they banish the Diva, whatever. Hilariously, we have to actually take this 5 for 2 or whatever trade this is. But I mean, we're still chilling. We're still in a good spot. They go summon Gilman. We call back the Red Med and they just scoop it up there. So on to game number 3. Game number 3. We open, okay, it's just a bunch of dragon cards, whatever. We have Storm again, though, which is really good. Obviously, we have Storm Gores. I probably shouldn't have set the second one because I think we were in danger of running out of targets. Fortunately for me, we can still go into the decoy dragon. So, yeah, now we activate charge, mill one of our rekindlings, which isn't good. I just go for the storm. I figure YOLO. I don't think they got it. I think they probably just decided that we didn't have storm at this certain point. Now we go summon that fire dog, get a free +1 from our deck. And I forget if I synchroed here. I think we made Thought Ruler. They go Sidra, Diva. So this is just black roses. It doesn't really do anything that impressive. It's just a 2-for-2 ± tempo. So here we just set, I think we're just setting back and forth for quite a few turns here, not really feeling like making a play. At this point, we go for Dust Tornado, and then we Raikou, one of the back rows get Torrential. Luckily for us, we hit the right one, so that's going to clear everything. Now we got big Rekindling play here. I think we go level 8 Synchro into Summon Red Med into bring back a Dragon, and then the opponent concedes. So we actually managed to win that match. On to the next one. This one's up against Frogs, so going to be a tough game one. I think we lost RPS, and our hands just kind of whatever, but it's not beating going second versus Frogs game one, obviously. Especially not when they have a Caius and a Substitute and stuff, and Heavy Storm Brain Con. Yeah, actually, this game is over from the very beginning, so they do full sub meme. I mean, that kind of doesn't really matter. The fact that they expended the Storm is actually nice, because it means if we draw into Torrential, they essentially stormed just to do some like Substitute plays, which is probably not worth it. I think you should generally save Storm for a real push, because now if we draw Torrential or something, we can maybe just like feel perfectly fine setting that and chilling out and waiting to go for a big Torrential play. Here we get the Bottomless, and I think we just set Decoy to try and bait out the Caius, which does work, but obviously that means we don't have Decoy in the grave for Rekindling. So we just got to set Raikou, hope they don't have another one. They don't, but they do have a Malicious Edge, so we're taking a ton of damage. We have to pop the Caius. Now, what can we really do here? We could Rekindling Black Rose, I guess, but it's like, whatever, you know. Yeah, that game is over. Game 2, our hand is kind of We can do some things. I think I just rug the Stratos. We don't have like an actual immediate answer to the 1800 normal summon, so I just don't even feel like it. Here, they use their brain control super early just to do sub plays, which I kind of feel like this opponent's overvaluing their like Substitute combo, because like the way they use Storm in game 1, the way they use brain control in game 2 just to like enable Substitute felt suboptimal in both cases, especially like against dragons and Future Fusion is coming. Brain control is such a crucial like piece to out the double red med. I guess they have Econ anyway, but like, yeah, I don't know. So here we go for the few set everything. I decide I want to just try and resolve this Torrential. So we look at their hand with the Dust Shoot, take away the Ryza, and yeah, I mean, pretty good Torrential Tribute right here. They sort of just played into it. Yeah, they get some Frogs or whatever, it just doesn't super matter. I think this next turn is where we maybe made our first misplay. No, wait, it was the turn after this, because we just bring back the red meds now. I'm surprised they didn't Econ just to out one of these. Maybe they decided, they decided to set it. Alright, so here we go for our Rekindling play, obviously. And, let's see, we make Brio bounce a set monster. Maybe this Brio was the mistake, actually. I think the Brio was a mistake. I could have just... Yeah, I should have targeted a back row. And then... Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. Because we knew this was Econ, pretty much. Maybe I should have just made, like, an Urquizauz or something, though. That's, like, also potentially possible. Well, we just win that game. Maybe I'm thinking of next game where the misplays like pile up and cost me. Yeah, I think this is the game where we screwed up. So the opponent goes for sub. I should have just done Mask of Restrict in the draw phase. Very stupid of me, because now they're able to get into a Swap Frog, which they just put itself back. Then they summon Dupe. Now we're going in with Flamvel cards, obviously. I actually get the Decoy Dragon out of my deck here, hilariously, because I want a Dragon for Red Med, so that I could Rekindling later and then bring out the Red Med, I think was the plan. And then we Synchro for Stardust. I do this because I'm fully aware that you can't Stardust under Mask of Restrict, but my opponent's been doing some weird stuff. Like the Heavy Storm in Game 1 and the Brain Control in Game 2 made me think that this guy might not be the type of player that knows that you can't Stardust under Mask of Restrict. So maybe I can just psych them out into not trying to just go for Unifrog Poke. And they actually don't go for the Unifrog Poke, although maybe they it's also conceivable that they just don't want to put a little guy on the field and get beat over. So here we go for Rekindling, summon 3, and I think this is the turn where we maybe screwed up. Yeah, I just like shouldn't have made Brio at all. I was thinking we can just go for game, but like if they have Gores or Fader, they're just gonna stay alive. They do have Gores. We can run over both of these, and then whether I should have made Brio or not, I definitely shouldn't have forgotten to use the red med effect to bring back the Decoy Dragon, because I think that actually comes up. So yeah, that was not good. Anyway, the opponent just goes for Miracle Fusion, which it's not going to clear everything. It's just going to hit over Stardust, I think. So they hit over Stardust, and then Uni pops the Mask of Restrict, which is actually kind of nice because it means I can revive Stardust. And then, well, it would mean that I could revive Stardust and then it wouldn't be dead. But it means if I get Stardust off road, it won't be dead. So they take the Brio and bounce everything. Basically why I shouldn't have made Brionac. Obviously, if we like draw anything ever, we're kind of chilling though. So they hit in. I decide to... I should have maybe just mirrored straight away too. Wow, I think I really made a lot of mistakes this game in hindsight. So the other big mistake I make is that I summon this Flamvel Magician. I definitely shouldn't have summoned it because it just lets them make a synchro play for no reason. If I had just like chilled, and I should have just chilled until I found like an actual monster, because now I feel like I have to torrential this, and then they still have another play. I decided to blind crush, and then they have friggin' junk synchron anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it was like 3 or 4 pretty major misplays that caused us to lose this game when we definitely should have won otherwise. I didn't see what my next card was, but yeah, we just need to like chill, wait to find something else. If we ever draw Rekindling, obviously the game's just over. But even just like a normal summon would have won us the game at like a lot of these points, so, or at least at certain times. But yeah, I think we pretty majorly screwed up in this game 3 relative to the other games. There were like multiple significant misplays. That being said, the deck did feel kind of bricky and awkward in a lot of these matches, which to be honest is what we expected. But maybe it was a little better than I maybe gave it credit for in my expectations. I'm not really sure how it performed relative to my expectations. It like about met them. The Rekindling stuff is cool with the Decoy Dragon, even though it's probably just a meme. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments section. I'll see you in the next one. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.